We don't even need a filter for this one. Look at how beautiful it is outside. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to this week's hashtag Spill the Beans. If you've never seen me before, I am Tara Priolo. I am your resident white-facing, biracial, multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Spill the Beans is a once-a-week chat where we talk about everything under the sun, from auditions to activism to blah, 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 to like literally anything. Today, we're going to talk about freedom. We're going to talk about freedom. So grab your drink and come on back. Okay, maybe a little filter because it's really cute. But first, per usual, we're going to talk about a couple things. Yes, I did get a haircut, and on the days that I get a haircut, my hairstylist loves to straighten my hair just to show how long she has gotten, because I'm always in natural hair. So anyway, what's upcoming? Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Vocally Courageous, Fearlessly Release Your Voice. If you've been here in stories this week, you know that we have been talking about community, and Vocally Courageous is a great place to find community. Once you enter the room, you are a part of our family, and we will take care of you in any way that we can. Okay? Upcoming events, there's quite a few actually in October, but there is one upcoming in September 24th with Opera on Tap at 56 Brewing. I believe it's at 4 o'clock. It's either 4 o'clock or 4:30. I am singing at that one. It's paint by arias, so different colors. So that should be really fun. And now let's get on to the topic. Okay. So I want to talk about freedom, and I actually want to talk about it in the context of artists and creatives. We can talk all day long about how various groups of marginalized people do not have actual freedom, and that also needs to change, right? But I want to focus today on what I said in stories the other day. Someone answered about being outside of the mainstream and how lonely that is, and my argument is being outside of the mainstream is where freedom is. And it's the freedom to create community, to create your own community, to create space where people believe what you believe. And that true freedom means not conforming. That's what it means. Black people have never conformed to the standard of whiteness, right? And I think we can learn a lot from that. I'm kind of all over the place, so I'll refocus. Hang on. So, of course, we don't know what freedom looks like, right? Our education system, our society is built on top of white supremacy, which makes us believe that we need to conform in order to be heard, right? And freedom means that you are heard regardless of being conforming, right? And I think we get that really twisted when we get out of academia and we suddenly are given this whole new world of like having to promote ourselves and having to audition and show all of who we are. And the reality is that you can conform as hard as you want and you still won't get picked, honey. That's just the way it is. You still might not go viral. You might do everything right according to white supremacy and according to industry standards, and you still might not get picked. So of course, when all we're taught to do is conform and follow the rules and follow the status quo and teach others to follow the status quo and beat out of them their individuality, of course, freedom feels lonely and scary, and it feels like something we don't want to pursue. So the second we step a toe out of line, we're forced right back in, or our brains want us to go back in. And it's a choice. It is a choice to always choose to not. It is a choice. Freedom is a choice. It is a choice to refuse to be stuck to the ball and chain. It is a choice to refuse to conform to white supremacy. It is a choice. Y'all get what I'm saying? It is a choice to be an artist, to say something with your art. It's a choice. But don't y'all want to break the wheel? Don't you want to break conformity? Don't you want to break white supremacy? Don't you want to break the cycle of breaking down artists? This is why I talk all the time about being uncomfortable enough to change. Yes, it directly relates to Black lives mattering and trans lives mattering, but it also relates to you mattering. and you saying what you need to say with your art. One of the reasons that I started brand coaching was because I wanted artists to actually say what they were thinking. I still want that. And it is the hardest thing to pull it out of y'all. Because you're all scared. You're scared of freedom because nobody taught you what it is. Become uncomfortable enough to change. Leaders go first. Listen, y'all, I love y'all hardcore. But the way that some of us are stuck in these mindset spirals and the spiral of wanting to be free but not being free in the way that we express our art, we got to work on that. We all deserve freedom. We all deserve to be able to say what we want to say with our art. And we all deserve for that to be paramount in the industry instead of what the 1% is saying. We've got to break the wheel. That's all for Spilled Beans today. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Make good trouble. Do good work. There's lots of things you can be doing right now. We are headed into a rough election cycle, and there are a bunch of things happening in the world. So please stay informed. I love y'all hardcore. See you next time.